Trent Duffie from the Kansas City Chiefs, man. This was a big one here. The Rams went all in. The Rams always seem like they're doing this a lot. The Rams received Trent Duffie for a 2026 first-round pick, 2026 fifth-round pick, 2026 fifth-round pick, and a 2027 third-round pick. They put a lot in there, and the Rams got him. But if you listen to the rumor mill too, you're out in LA AM. That was one of the big things they said they were going to be doing. They wanted to get a cornerback, and that was something that they really felt like they needed. What's your thoughts on this one? Because that was a lot to give away for one guy who is also on the last year of his rookie deal. So they have 1 year to kind of figure this out.
So I like this trade a lot for the Rams, okay? Because look, at Les Snead, dude's on record, F them picks, right? Like that's who it was, right? Like get all the first rounders. But oddly enough, last year they made a great trade with Atlanta and brought themselves a really high first round pick. So they had a little money to burn, right? This is house money here. And I know they gave up some later rounds as well, including a third rounder, I think, next year. It's not this year. I think it's 5th and 6th this year.
Yeah, 2027.
But the third rounder next year. But McDuffie's all pro. He's not just Pro Bowl. My man's all pro. He's super young. He's coming into his 5th year option, and then ultimately you got to pay him. But that's what LA needs. They need the absolute lockdown corner. This was a very good trade for them. But bigger and a smarter trade ultimately for Kansas City. And I think a lot of people are looking at this like, oh, Kansas City's burning down the house and they're getting rid of a young stud and all of that. And I don't look at it that way at all. I mean, they've got to reload in a lot of ways, but they got to do it on the fly at this point. So you go back a couple of years, like look how McDuffie ever first got on the team, okay? Because this was part of the Tyreek Hill trade, right? Like they got a huge amount of capital out of Miami for him. And then what did they do? They actually they took all that capital, traded up with the Patriots. Okay, they moved up, I think, from 29 to 21, if memory serves. Took McDuffie in the first round. Who'd the Patriots take? Cole Strange. You're right. Like the Kansas City Chiefs got out of that. All they got was an All-Pro and two more Super Bowls, and then a trip to the third with McDuffie there. But by the way, even better, getting rid of Tyreek Hill, like that freed up a lot of money. And they could sign other guys. Like don't forget, McDuffie was only a piece of the equation. Getting Justin Reed on that team, that pushed him over the edge when you put him in the secondary for that. That was a big move for them. That made all the difference in the world. And like they got out of McDuffie what they got out of it. They can't pay this guy right now. He's coming into his 5th year option. Get back the draft capital, right? Kelsey, who knows what he's going to do? If he's going to retire, he's going to move on. Whether he does, it doesn't. Like you got to reload. They need receivers. They need the offensive. Like they just let his name escaped me. Their right tackle. They just let him go, saving $20 million cap space. But they have to do this, right? Like this is where the Chiefs are. They're not out of it just yet, but they're looking down the barrel and being like, hey guys, Denver's better than us right now. The Chargers are better than us right now. Like, what is Trent McDuffie? You're paying him all that money and keeping him on the team going to do for us? Not enough. Bring back the picks. I think there's a huge win for both sides. It was done right.
Again, I think this draft is so deep with players at the positions that they need, whether it's up front or even in the secondary, at tight end. Like I think. There's a lot of tantalizing picks that Kansas City could potentially pick, and they're picking relatively high this year in a lot of those spots. And then being able to acquire, and then also being able to acquire later round, the later round picks of the Rams too. That's going to come in handy. Like you're going to see probably what they were able to pull off in 2022 happening in 2026 for sure.
Yeah, I think in the first 4 rounds, I think they have like 5, 6, 7 picks, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They got a first round, they got a 5th round, and they got a 6th round. Plus what they already had.
Out of the trade, plus
exactly.
They had some compensatory picks, I think, as well. But that's trade bit capital, right? I mean, move up, move down.
Yep.
Richer,
right?
Yeah. This goes to show that LA is trying to go all in with Matthew Stafford there. They want to do everything in their power to try to get another Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford there. Because if we really think about it, they were a few points away from going to the Super Bowl, man. I mean, their only threat right now, as it seems like, is the Seattle Seahawks. And the way that the Seattle Seahawks beat them is because their secondary was weak. Now you bring in Trent McDuffie, which he's great. He's an all-pro, but I feel like they're still going to need a little bit of more upgrade either on the other side of the ball or the safety help, right? Because their run defense was great. Their pass defense was just not even in the middle of the pack. I think it was in the bottom pack of the league, in my opinion. But Seattle's the team to beat right now. They know it. And Seattle knows it, that LA is right on their heels, that they want to beat them. Obviously, in the same division. They're going to see each other twice next season, maybe again in the playoffs. And Matthew Stafford doesn't look like he's gonna be taking that many years. This past year, he literally played on an epidural. Like for his back.
Mike, I think you're underselling it on how bad the secondary actually is in the Rams. Honestly, if you were playing quarterback and we were your 3 wide receivers, we could have moved the ball on the Rams.
I'll take that bet all day, every day. I'll take that bet. But man, they're really trying to pull out all the juice from Matthew Stafford, and I feel like if this season's the season to do it, that trade was good for them. But looking down for the future, feel like it was so many picks for just one guy. So if you guys don't do it this season, you're gonna be looking at it the next season and the season after that and be like, wow, all these picks and Matthew Stafford's not here. Who's gonna be the next quarterback? Who's gonna step up? Is it gonna be Jimmy G? Is it gonna be someone else that we're gonna bring in? Who knows? So I feel like they really need to do it this year with this type of trade.
I feel like that's one of those questions, though. Would you rather just get the ring, have one ring, and then be a playoff team for the next couple of years, or is it worth just being a playoff team because that's pretty much what they are right now? So I think you have to sometimes make that big move just to get that ring. I mean, if that's what the end all be all is, then that's what it is.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's perfect. We're gonna get an audio recording of BC and put that here.
Yo, give me all the viral sports meme clips. I will do my best.